They were formulated as a means designed for those less sophisticated, in the same way as Christian mythmakers felt compelled to place Jesus next to the one God, shape Mary into the mother goddess, and create innumerable saints besides. Indian mythology is like a mirror that shows their heart's desire to all who look into it.
So the Hindu in his shrine might greet you with, "So you're a follower of this Jesus. You brought his image with you. He's very nice too. Put him up there in the shrine. There's plenty of room." It is so, because the original idea was never abandoned. It was merely enlarged, expanded upon for every imaginable taste. To this day, though, in his heart, the Hindu only really believes in one ineffable God, creator of everything, including you, to whom everything returns.
Not a Christian father high up in heaven, but inside us, everywhere, in all. Sometimes this one is known as Paramatman, whereas the individual soul is Atman. Para means supreme, the supreme soul. Our mind, our senses separate us from that soul. Our desires with which we shape the world around us distance us from the divine.
Desire triggers the actions that shape reality. But desires can never be satisfied because they are illusory. Thus it is what's called Maya, the illusion, that is both the architect and the substance of this world.
But I want to be discontented, dissatisfied.
And thus Maya, desire, feeds the jealousy and hatred of the Kauravas.
Their palace is incomparable. It was built for them by Maya, the supreme architect, of illusions, where thoughts become real. Arjuna said to me, "Look at the crystal walls." And I saw them. Suddenly, I ran into an invisible wall. Arjuna laughed and said,
"It's Maya's masterpiece. You think of a wall, and the wall is there."
I go farther. Bhima shouts.
"Watch out! There's a pool in front of you."
A pool? I don't see any pool, yet my feet are wet. I run, I open a door. There's no door. I crash into a wall. I hurt myself.
Our pursuit of what we desire, everything we do to chase after that illusion, causes the soul to be endlessly reborn, life after life, a great wheel set in motion towards an eternal succession of birth and death and rebirth without end.
For the Hindu, it is life, not death, that is sad. It's a view shared by many of the ancients, who sometimes viewed being doomed to eternal life as the ultimate curse, something we come to regard as the ultimate reward. But perhaps we're wrong.
The Hindu seeks another reality, the truth within, and to become one with the Supreme Soul, pure, unchanging Paramatman, who is all. On a simpler level, Paramatman becomes a trinity, in which the Supreme Soul becomes Brahma, who resembles God the Father. Another expression of the Supreme Soul is the second in the Trinity, Shiva, destroyer of worlds, who wipes the slate clean so it all can begin again. He reconciles the opposites of existence, life and death. So as Lord of the Dance, he dances out the awesome rhythms of creation and destruction. And a third expression of the Supreme Soul is Vishnu, creator and sustainer of worlds, incarnating on earth in various forms throughout the ages to assist us on our way, To many, Buddha was such an incarnation. And in the Mahabharata, the god Vishnu has come down as Krishna, charioteer and friend of the Pandavas as they faced battle and the horror of killing family and friends.
Arjuna is the commander-in-chief of the Pandavas' army, with Krishna as his charioteer. And they go in to begin the war, and suddenly Arjuna loses confidence in everything that he's about to do. And he falls at Krishna's feet and says, "I cannot fight."
Krishna, my legs grow weak. My mouth is dry, my body trembles. My bow slips from my hand. Uncle, cousins, nephews, and Drona, my teacher, they are all there. I can't bring death to my own family.
And it is then that Krishna turns to him and tells him words that become the Bhagavad Gita, the song of Krishna.
The Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's advice to war leader Arjuna on the eve of battle, is not only the central part of the epic, it is the very core of Indian thought, and as sacred to Hindus as the New Testament is to Christians.
Krishna led Arjuna through the tangled forest of illusion, through all the fibers of his spirit. He showed him the deepest movements of his being and his true battlefield, where you need neither warriors nor arrows, where each man must fight alone. He taught him how the world unfolds. He spoke for a long time, very long time, between the two armies preparing to destroy themselves.
The Bhagavad Gita is a précis of everything that is Hinduism, and basically tells Arjuna of what right action and right thought are.
Right action, called Dharma, is the main motive of the Mahabharata.
Vyasa, why are you inventing this poem?
So as to engrave Dharma in the hearts of men.
So what is Dharma? Dharma is the great original invention of Hindu thought.
Dharma is perhaps one of those totally untranslatable words from Sanskrit. And it's one of the words which has 100 meanings and none of them is really synonymous. But Dharma is at the same time virtue, duty, the right path, the right action, that which is correct for a person at that given point of time.
What is Krishna doing?
He's telling Arjuna that victory and defeat are the same. He's urging him to act, but not to reflect on the fruit of the act. He says to him, seek detachment. Fight without desire.
You say, forget desire, seek detachment. Yet you urge me to battle, to massacre. Your words are ambiguous, I am confused.
Krishna tells him, don't withdraw into solitude. Renunciation is not enough. You must act, yet action mustn't dominate you.
In the heart of action, you must remain free from all attachment.